Hello, welcome back to my channel, The World According to Lisa. Today I'm very excited to announce an idea that I've had for a long time now. It's something I used to do before I started my channel, and as you'll gather from the title, it's like a book club, but it's called the Gifting Book Club. So what that means is I really love to read, and I don't read like a massive amount of books every month. It does take me a while, so I hope the lighting's alright. I wanted to try to get like the couch effect today of, you know, when you sit and read on the couch. And I had someone in one of my last videos of my unboxings say that the lighting wasn't very good and try to face the window. And yeah, I thought, okay, all great for unwanted advice. But anyway, let's not focus on that because this is something I love gifting in general. I love to give gifts, and I love books. And whenever I read some books, I always like to pass them on to my friends and let them read it and share with them you know, the love that I had for the book. So to me, having a book is, and reading a new book is like starting a new, it's just like a new beginning. You know, it's like a change of hair, or it's just like, you know, you get lost in the world of whatever book you're reading or TV show you're watching. So what's going to happen today, I'm going to do a quick little review on these books. I'm going to show you the title and, you know, what I rated them out of 5. And then what's going to happen is, if anyone wants to read it, any of my subscribers, you have to be obviously subscribed to my channel, wants to read the book, and this is also if you live internationally or in Australia, I will then send you the book and it's yours. You can then send it back, or I can send it on to someone else, or you can keep it and give it to a friend. It's entirely up to you. So the first book I'm going to start with is The Paris Letters by Janice McLeod. And we all know my pronunciations are horrific. This particular book is her true story, and she's an amazing author, and she also started up a like a little shop. She's an amazing author, but sorry, she's an amazing illustrator. And she started up a business over in Paris because she wanted to live there, and she met the love of her life there. And it's on Etsy. Her shop is still on Etsy, and she will send you in the mail letters. So she's still, I signed up for it, and she sent me letters. I think I got them for every 6 months. So they're part of her illustrations, and she makes money out of that. So she still is doing that to this day. She's written a few other books, and it says about the artist, she's the creator of Paris Letters. This is her 3rd book, and she's married to the lovely Kirsty Link. They now live in Paris. So I give this book I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. I did really enjoy it. I read it before I went to Paris, so if you would like to read this, I will pick one person to send it, and then hopefully eventually everyone will get a book to read, and they can let me know if they like it. So the next book is Let's Just Say It Wasn't Pretty by Diane Keating. Now, there's a lot of hype about this book, and so I wanted to read it. To be honest, this book I've already lent out to a friend, and she's given it back to me. It took me a long time to get into this book. If you're probably more of a Diane Keating fan, you know, you will like this book. she has been on the bestsellers, New York Times bestsellers, author of Then Again. I haven't read that one. Not sure if I like her format of writing and her style. I think to me, she's a better actress, but then, you know, these are just all my opinion, you know, the world according to Lisa's opinion, so because it's my book club. This one, if you're interested in reading it, yeah, I recommend it. I give this one a 2 to 3 out of 5. Now this one, this is Girlboss, and this is by Sophia Amorosis. And this one, she started Nasty Girls, and Nasty Girls, so she pronounces it nasty and then Gals, as in girls, is an amazing story of inspiration and just, you know, a girl that has an idea and wants to make it. And she goes back to talk about before she became a multi-millionaire, you know, how many times over, you know, she's a multi-millionaire. It just goes on. It's a really positive book. You know, she talks about treat your thoughts like your dollar bills, don't waste them. The power of magical thinking. Yeah, she talks about, she had an amazing life of shoplifting and hitchhiking and eating out of dumpsters and just stuff, you know, that you will not believe. So that's her now. She's stunning. You know, she's picked up on the whole, you know, hashtag thing. So that one I have also lent out a few times now. Yeah, I gave this one a 5 out of 5. I loved it. So, yeah, let me know if anyone wants to read that one. Another funny, really funny one is Not That Kind of Girl by Lena Dunham. And these I'm sure you've all saw if you visit bookshops regularly. You know, so it's really hot here. I've got the air on, but I perspire, you know, it's very unattractive. So anyway, back to Not That Kind of Girl. She's the writer of, what does she write again? Girl. She's the acclaimed creator, producer, and star of HBO's Girls. So I also bought that series on. She's also quite a strange character. Yeah, she had a very artistic parents, and she had a lovely childhood. So I'm not quite sure where along the way her relationships with men got so strange. But yeah, I probably want my daughter one day to read this, you know, when she's much older, of learn not what to do. And we can all relate to that. So this book is very funny. She's very honest, sometimes to the point where you just go, oh my gosh, you know, I can't believe you just wrote that. But it once again, it starts off, you know, before she was famous. A lot of it is before she was famous and before she made it in America, and, you know, the hard work that it took and not giving up on her ideas and things like that. So that's a very inspirational book, and I loved reading it. I give that a 4 out of 5. And the last book, which I just finished, and I'm really excited to, I shared this with, you know, what book I was reading, which I quite often do on my Instagram account, and one of my good friends on there who lives in Miami, it's so glamorous, and she's so glamorous, she's really beautiful, Lily. She's from, I always get her name mixed up, so it's Chanel Mia Princess on Instagram, and she liked this book, and I'm going to send it to her in Miami. So that's just an example. So I wanted to show you, so this one, Lily's got this one coming, so I can't send this one out. So this is The True Love by Jennifer Lopez. It says, this is a story of how I discovered, quite simply, the truest love of all. And it is quite interesting. Jennifer Lopez, which I didn't realise this, has only ever done, she's never done a world tour. She did one like 13 years ago or something. And then she decided to do another world tour around the time of her divorce. So, yeah, that was quite interesting with Mark, is it Mark Andrews? I can't remember his last name, you know, Jennifer Lopez's ex-husband. And it talks about, a lot about the tour and the concert, but it also talks about pretty much, you know, what some of us go through, you know, when you have failed marriages or, you know, marriages in her, it's not funny, I know, in her sense, because I think she's been married 3 times. And she just wants to say, you know, that it's not easy, and she's just pretty much looking for what we're all looking for in life, and that is to be loved. And yeah, it has a lot of really beautiful pictures in it. Is it a serious novel? Probably not. It wasn't really deep enough for me. It was a very quick read. And it's a very heavy book. So Lily, this one's the shipping, which I obviously don't care. That's all part of the gifting book club. And I will probably do this when I get a stack. You know, I read a few books and then I get a stack, and I'll do, I don't know, I'll probably get better and better at doing reviews of the books, because since I decided to have this idea, I did look up a few book club sites on YouTube to see if there was anything similar, and there's not, but they're quite intellectual, and they go into the, you know, the dialogue of the book and blah blah blah, and they probably don't read light-hearted kind of. I wouldn't say my books are trashy, because when I'm reading a book, everyone wants to know what book I'm reading, and they always like my books, but yeah, they're just fun. So please let me know in the comments below what books you like, and hopefully one day, you know, I'll everyone will get, you know, a book if they want. So yeah, there's a few points, I'll just run over them again, which I've already said some of them. So must subscribe to my channel, leave a comment on what book you would like to read, leave your email address and I will email you and then mail you the book. And this is a worldwide book club, and you can, like I said before, you can mail the book back, or you can keep it and lend it to someone else, or, you know, you can do it you like, obviously, you know, the book is then yours. So yeah, it's just another way that I want to try to, you know, share things that I'm into, because I do love handbags and purses and expensive jewelry, don't we all? But I also have other facets of, you know, beauty, and reading is one of them. So I hope you enjoyed my first ever The Gifting Book Club by The World According to Lisa, and I hope you join in with the book club and you subscribe and join. Okay, thank you for watching, and Chica's passed out here on the couch. Yep, there we go. So she had a big walk. So yeah, okay, bye guys.